sunscreen bhai. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. So in this video I'll be talking about something that's a must have for everyone and for all skin types, and that is sunscreen. So if you're constantly on the hunt for the perfect sunscreen that not only protects your skin from sun but also feels amazing on your skin, then you are in the right place, because this time I have tested these popular sunscreens on my skin. I am your mice. These are tried and tested on me, so I'm gonna give my honest review about each and everything about these sunscreens. Actually, some of them were very good on my skin, but few of them did not suit well on me. So we're gonna talk about each and everything. So without further ado, let's quickly dive right in. So first up I have is this sunscreen from Euderma. It's Eclipse Solar sunscreen, and this sunscreen is not new to me because I have used this sunscreen many a times in my life, and this is my third purchase from this brand, and have also made a separate video especially on this sunscreen, so you can watch this video in order to get the more information about this sunscreen. So here I'm just quickly gonna brief you about this sunscreen. So it's a physical sunscreen, and the protection of this sunscreen is also like a top notch. It gives SPF 50 PA+++, blue light filter, broad spectrum sunscreen, and the price point of this sunscreen is about 900 rupees. It's quite reasonable. I'll not say that it's very cheap or neither it's very expensive or costly, so it's quite reasonable. And yeah, I'll give this sunscreen solid 9.5 out of 10 because I think that it could be a little bit good with its texture, but rest things are amazing. Okay, so the next one I have is this sunscreen from Dot & Key. It's their vitamin C plus E sunscreen. It's a water light fluid with SPF 50 PA++++, so protection is amazing, and I have heard so many good things about this sunscreen, and trust me, I am really impressed because the sunscreen is very hydrating without being so heavy on your skin. And the best thing about this sunscreen was that even it suited well on my skin too, because I have a dry skin, and the sunscreen who has watery texture or fluid based sunscreen does not suit well on me usually, but this sunscreen suited very well on my skin. So that's a very good thing about this sunscreen. It has a little bit fragrance, but that is not so overwhelming. And yeah, the thing which I did not like about this sunscreen was that if you love those matte finishes, then this might not be your cup of tea. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna give it solid 9 out of 10. So let's see our next sunscreen. Next up I have is this sunscreen from Dr. Sheth's. It's specially made for Indian skin, and it's a sunscreen which one of you guys asked me to purchase and review. So here is the review. It's a mineral sunscreen which says that there will be no white cast after using this sunscreen, but there were, and the white cast were very visible on my skin. And there is second thing which I did not like about this sunscreen was that the consistency of this sunscreen was so thick that it could not blend easily on my skin. I personally like those sunscreens who blend so easily on my skin, and the sunscreen which feels like butter on my skin. So yeah, there is nothing good thing about the texture of this sunscreen. The consistency is very thick, and white casts were also so visible. But there is one thing also, that I have used this sunscreen only twice, so I have to complete the whole tube in order to give you a solid review about this sunscreen. But for now I'm gonna give only 6 points for this sunscreen. So yeah, next up I have is this sunscreen from Bioderma. It's the Photoderm cream sunscreen. It's a tinted sunscreen with SPF 50 PA 4x+. It's fantastic, like the protection is fantastic, and actually every single sunscreen I have showed you or will show you really have a very good protection. So I'm not gonna go in detail about the protection of every single sunscreen. I'll show you from now. So if we talk about this sunscreen, then it's a tinted sunscreen. That tint gives a very glowy matte look. It blends easily on your skin, and it will suit more on people who have medium to darker skin tone, because I think the tint feels a little dull on the people who have fair skin tone, and this is a thing which I have observed or have experienced too. Before buying any tinted sunscreen, you guys please do check your skin tone, because I think tinted sunscreen do not usually suits well on people who have fair skin tone, because it makes your skin a little dull. But yeah, it gives no white cast, and I'll give it 8 out of 10 because yeah, it does what it claims. There will be no white cast. You will not need any foundation if you apply this sunscreen on your skin, and especially for the people who have darker or a little bit of warm skin tone. This sunscreen will go amazing on your skin, like amazing. So yeah, if you have a little warm tone or a little a darker tone, then please go ahead with this sunscreen. It's my advice or it's my recommendation, and everything is up to you if you wanna purchase it or not, but this is like my advice, you wanna keep or not, so totally up to you. So with that being said, let's just quickly see our next sunscreen. So the next one I have is this sunscreen from Ecologica. It's their Wild Berries and Alpha Arbutin shade. It's a dewy sunscreen, and it's a kind of hydrating glow sunscreen. I love the glow I get after using this sunscreen. I love how it blends on my skin without being so greasy and so thick on my skin. It has a little bit thick consistency comparatively to the Dot and Keys, but it's very easy to blend on your skin. And I think this sunscreen will suit more on people from medium to dry skin rather than on the people who have oily skin. So this is like my opinion. It's very glowy, it's very hydrating. So yeah, and I'm gonna give it solid 7 out of 10. So yeah, for the last one I have is this sunscreen from Minimalist. It's sunscreen with niacinamide, vitamin B5 with vitamin F. The protection is superb. I've already given my review about this sunscreen in this video, I guess. So yeah, the thing which I liked the most about this sunscreen was that it was a chemical sunscreen. It still suited so nicely on my skin because I have a really sensitive skin, and I have to think a lot of times before buying any sunscreen, before using a chemical sunscreen on my skin. But this sunscreen suited so well on my skin, I did not expect. And we talk about the consistency, then consistency is not very thick or not very watery. It blends easily on your skin. There will be white cast if you use this sunscreen, but you just wait for few seconds and it will get absorbed itself. So yeah, I'm gonna give solid 9 out of 10 for this sunscreen. I love this sunscreen. It gives that matte finish after you use this sunscreen, and I don't think there is any negative about this sunscreen till now, because I think I have used 2 bottles of this sunscreen and I've given you the review in the empty haul as well. So yeah, let's see our I think I have finished all the sunscreens. So yeah. Alright guys, what do you think now? Have you tried any of these sunscreens? Let me know in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you really like me giving reviews and if you really like my videos, if you enjoyed watching me. So yeah, see you super soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, bye, I love you, keep watching.